YouTube, what's going on? Eric6554 here, time for another gun review, and it is of my Auto Ordnance 1911 Pitbull in 45 ACP, also known as the ZG51, made by Thompson Auto Ordnance. First, we're going to safety check the weapon. Nothing in the chamber. Nothing in the magazine. The gun holds 7 rounds, plus 1 in the chamber. What's great about this pistol for CCW options and stuff is that it is a full-size government frame with a officer slide. Gun has a 3.5-inch barrel, no guide rod, so if you want to put parts in this, upgraded parts and stuff, you take government parts for the government size or commander size parts for the lower, and officer parts for the upper. There's no guide rod. It's got 3-dot sights. This is based off a Marks Series 70 1911, which means it does not have the block for the hammer. If you were to carry it in, I believe, condition 3 or 4, which is a full magazine, 1 in the chamber, with the hammer down, like this, because if you were to, gun were to fall out of the holster or something and it would bang on the hammer, a round would go off. This does not have what's known in the Series 8, what was made in the Series 80. Has a ring hammer. Standard 1911 trigger, doesn't have the 3-hole, adjustable. Comes with Auto Packmeyer rubber grips, which really help absorb the recoil. Got the Thompson logo there. The beaver tail is sort of slim, so you do have to worry about hammer bite a little bit, but it's not too bad. Gun's pretty accurate for what it is. The lower, I believe, is aluminum, so the recoil is a little nasty to a degree, but it's not too bad once you get used to it. It's loud as hell. I was firing this outside a couple weeks ago without my ears on, just for a couple rounds, and first 2 rounds my goddamn ears were ringing pretty bad, unlike when I was shooting my Mosin and my shotgun. Magazine, it's pretty reliable. Auto Ordnance pit bulls are known to have a high limit rate with reliability, but if you get one that is reliable and it works when you get it, it'll never let you down. Another thing you want to be, if you're tempted buying these guns haven't been made for at least 5 years, get one that is a pre-car, and also try and test fire it before you buy it. One of the biggest problems with the gun is the magazine. This Thompson mag is garbage. The feed lips at the top, pretty damn thin. I had a round fall out when I was loading the magazine and inserting it into the weapon and slamming it home. Like, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Where I had the ejection port open, and I'm going speed and hard to make sure it seats fully, and round popped out of the chamber. So, magazines I like to use in it, and they work great in it, are these Chip McCormick 8-rounders. I have had good luck with these. They're reasonably priced. I picked these up for about 22 bucks a piece. They do have an extended base plate that you can add, but I won't add it to this until I add a beveled magwell. Standard for a CCW option, this is pretty good. You get the full hand grip of a full-size 1911 with the shortest barrel you can get next to the Tonics. I'm going to field strip the weapon. Do it like any regular 1911. Cock it back to pull it back to that notch, to the first notch, push the pin out. Separate, slide, put the lower away, pull out your recoil spring, bushing housing, then rotate the bushing, pull it out, then your barrel comes out. There you go. It's an officer barrel, 3.5 inch. You can tell it's an officer too because of it's got the double recoil spring, which you would find on a Colt officer. We're going to take this down a little bit further. Let me get a tool for this. Push down on this pin here and pull down. Keep your hand close because the firing pin is under spring tension and it will shoot across the room. Pull out your firing pin and spring, then pull out your extractor, which comes through here, and you're pretty much good to go. There's your extractor. Here's your slide. One thing on a 1911, do not pull the slide all the way back and let it slam forward hard without a round in the chamber, because it will lead to cracking your piece right here on the front. Even Les Bears, or no, Wilson Combats are notorious for that. I believe Lima Life was talking about that on one of her videos. But yeah, alright, stay tuned for part 2, which will be a reassembly and further continuation on